You should be more concerned with the coins.
Coins of which currency?
Digital coins you have been offering. Forgive me if I don't understand all the peculiarities of cybercurrency, but without your bank knowing it, you've been using its reputation to burnish these ICO scams and selling them to customers when you know damn well the coins are worthless if they even exist in the first place. You know, I guess I do understand after all.
Alvin, what is going on, man? ICO scams? Really? Used to be such a nice guy. I mean, you were on the road to medical school, becoming a doctor, getting influenced by the Huxtables and making them proud. Well, maybe a few Huxtables weren't the best influence growing up, but now we got Alvin out here just smiling in the Cayman Islands, using his bank's good name to create these ICOs that he starts selling to customers when he knows full well that they're worthless, but he's gonna pocket the money and run anyway. Alvin. So in this video, we're going to talk about what ICOs are and why they are usually scams. So an ICO is an initial coin offering, and it's basically the equivalent to an IPO, which is an initial public offering for shares of a public company. But in an ICO's case, it's all about the cryptocurrency, the coin. So it's the same sort of deal. A company has an ICO and they offer coins to the public, and then investors buy into the coins, and in exchange for buying in, they get to hold on to that coin with the hopes that it's going to perform really well in the future. So it's a fundraising tactic. Say if I wanted to expand Fallible and I needed money. Well, instead of becoming a public company and going the IPO route and listing the company on the NASDAQ or something, instead, to raise funds, I could have an ICO. I could start selling everyone AK coins or A coins. Get it? Because you take out the C and you use the K. A coins, yeah? It's good. So I could just issue that to everybody watching and you guys could buy it and I collect that money. And then if it wasn't a scam, I would use it to grow the channel. And all this is completely unregulated, so I don't have to go to the SEC, tell them what I'm doing. I can just do what I want. And it's super easy because there's services like Token Factory that let you make a cryptocurrency token in seconds. So I could make it, people would buy it, and they would have an A-coin cryptocurrency. So what does that cryptocurrency actually do for them, the coin? Nothing. It's not like you're getting shares of the company. It's not like you're getting ownership in the company. Because if you have shares in the company, at least you're entitled to dividends. And on top of no dividends, you're not going to get paid when the company gets bought out. At least that's how I understand it for most of these things, because even if you're a public company, you could still have an ICO just to raise funds. And the whole idea is just centered around these coins. So what it comes down to is greater fool theory. You get into an ICO hoping that someone else down the road is going to want that coin from you. So it's like hot potato. Can you keep passing it? And each time you pass it, hopefully the value is going up, so you're making money. And then the guy left holding the potato, well, he's the one who gets screwed, because once again, the actual value of these coins is non-existent. And if you're wondering why would anyone get involved with an ICO, well, the answer is because that's what happens in a mania. And you saw this boom of ICOs happen in 2017. And you guys remember what happened to Bitcoin in 2017, right? Look at this massive run up. It was the height of the bubble. And then of course we had this huge crash, over 80%. But the rise itself was over like 1200%. So it was crazy mania. And if you put blockchain or Bitcoin on anything, people wanted it. They wanted to buy it. Just like the dot-com bubble in 99. No one knew what the hell was going on, but they wanted it. They wanted to buy it. So ICOs were a smart way to profit off that, because literally anyone can have an ICO. So in 2017, there were 435 successful ICOs, each raising an average of $12.7 million. The total amount of money raised in 2017 was $5.6 billion, with the 10 largest projects raising 25% of that total. And remember, once you sell the coin, you just take that money and it's in your pocket. So you could raise 12.7 million just like that. And actually, the initial investors were getting good returns because the tokens purchased in these ICOs returned an average of 12.8x. And that kind of makes sense when you look at this mania. But you know what most of the coins did when this bubble finally burst? They went to zero. That's how booms and busts work. And when I say you can have an ICO about nothing, I literally mean about nothing. Like one popular cryptocurrency was Dogecoin, and it was literally a joke. Like the guy made it as a joke. It's a dog on the coin. It's a meme, really. It's a meme coin. But this thing exploded in popularity and there's people actually trading it. And right now, a single Dogecoin is worth 0.3 cents. Not much. But look at the market cap of this thing. Almost 374 million. That's crazy. It's literally nothing. It's tied to nothing. It's a meme. But it's that greater fool theory in action. If someone values something for some reason, well, you can sell it to them and they'll pay you for it. So like I said about these ICOs, they were not regulated at all. So companies used it as a quick way to get around the SEC and raise money fast. If you watch that show Silicon Valley on HBO, that's exactly what they were trying to do for their company, for Pied Piper. Now the issue is when something's not regulated like that and it's that easy to raise money, money, of course there are going to be tons of scams. Just like our boy Elvin here, just pocketing the money. So recent studies said that 80% of the ICOs in 2017 were scams. 80%. So almost any ICO you were getting into, they were screwing you over. And it's a new market, right? So people think it's different. But they can do the same old tricks they've been doing in the stock market for hundreds of years. So for example, you can have an ICO, sell the coins to people, collect all that money, but keep some coins for yourself too, and then promote the hell out of that ICO and pump it way, way, way up. And as the price goes up, you start dumping the rest of your coins. It's marketing, it's scamming, it's been done before, it'll be done again. But cryptocurrencies and ICOs were a great place to do it. And I'm sure you guys have heard of BitConnect, right? Or you've at least seen this guy.
Hey, 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 hey. What's up, Be connect! Wow! Be connect!
Oh man. Oh, he's the best. So BitConnect was basically a Ponzi scheme, and they were promising something crazy like 1% daily compounded returns, which is insane because if you actually had that, you would be a billionaire in no time. But with BitConnect, the regulators finally got in there and it collapsed. And even celebrities got in on this whole ICO thing. For example, Floyd Mayweather. Of course, Money Mayweather would be doing this. And DJ Khaled. They're actually getting lawsuits now from investors who have accused them of participating in these ICOs. They were actually involved in the Centratech ICO, which raised more than $32 million from thousands of investors. So Floyd Mayweather and DJ Khaled, they were instrumental in promoting that ICO all over social media. Did they know what they were doing? I don't know. I felt like literally no one knew what the hell Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies or any of that was during this huge mania phase. And I think you need that level of mass stupidity for something like this to happen, for that mania to happen. Just like back in '99, everyone thought if you put .com behind something, all of a sudden it was valuable. Where we know now anyone can start a website. It takes 2 seconds. That doesn't mean it's valuable. Anyone can make an ICO if they want it right now. It again takes 2 seconds. Like I said, not valuable. But if something is a brand new technology that no one understands, then it's easy to trick a bunch of people. Now finally, after Bitcoin collapsed, like I said, it went down over 80%. That's when things started getting regulated and people started wising up after they were losing all their money. Because people did make really good money, whether they knew why they were making that money or not. But honestly, when you're making that much money, do you really care how you're making it? For most people, no, of course not. But once you lose that money, then you're like, okay, what happened? Let me understand what's going on. So regulation came in, and then also all these social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, Google, YouTube, they all started banning any type of cryptocurrency advertisement because they were trying to clamp down on these ICOs and people getting scammed. So all of it was banned. And even this video that we're doing right now may not get any views because at a certain point on YouTube, when you put cryptocurrency or Bitcoin or anything in the title, the algorithm would just smack it down and not promote it to anybody. It was like a blanket ban on anything cryptocurrency related. And the SEC is actually in the middle of investigating all those fraud ICOs from 2017. And now, like this month, it's becoming newsworthy again. The SEC is trying to regulate all these tokens. Now, the issue with that is that the SEC still doesn't fully understand what cryptocurrencies do. Because yes, some of them are treated like a currency as a token that have value, while others are actually used for certain things. For example, storing data or being used to insert into a program to perform an action. There's a bunch of different ways that these cryptocurrencies and tokens can be used, which the SEC, I mean, they're not going to know what the hell is going on. So now there's the worry that the SEC is over-regulating. They're considering everything a currency and everything with the potential to rip off people, just like what happened in 2017 with the ICOs. So I mean, this is what happens with the new technology, right? We're kind of going through those dark times after the bubble where things are actually going to be sorted out. The expectations are back down to the ground. Even though this is legit technology like blockchain, Bitcoin, it's all real. It really is extremely important to our technological future, but it's going to take some time for regulators to understand it, for the public to fully understand it, and for these things to actually be applicable to something the public can use. And they're getting there. You start with Dogecoin, but then you get to something actually useful eventually. But if anyone approaches you with an ICO right now, be very, very careful. And I just hope, Chuck interfering with Elvin has set Elvin back on the path that would make Sandra proud. Look at that face. He's still a good guy. But okay, if you want more videos breaking down Billions episodes like we just did here, then make sure you check out this playlist. I'll put a link right up here. And I got more videos coming. The season isn't over just yet. So subscribe to this channel and smash that notification bell so you get an email when our future Billions videos come out. We're publishing almost every single day. So subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay fallible out there. Bye.